reading scriptures and chanting 16 rounds daily, regularly, taking Krishna Prasadam, living in a temple environment, associating with devotees, going to holy places often, fasting on holy days, putting tilak, wearing neck beads, purifies one. But this is all not sufficient for going back to Godhead. It should not be misunderstood that this much will take one back to Godhead. Memorizing slokas, verses from holy books, giving lectures, wearing saffron, making disciples or becoming a disciple is not sufficient to go back to Godhead. One has to be initiated by a perfect spiritual master, a pure devotee. A real pure devotee, Uttama Adhikari, is the person who is connected to God. That Uttama Adhikari, a pure devotee, is transmitted by God with his transcendental potency to pass on to his students. Now, becoming a devotee of a pure devotee, taking initiation of him is also not sufficient to go back to Godhead. One has to follow his commands, his instructions as a way of life, as life and soul. Then the transmitted purity of that pure devotee guru works on the disciple to purify all his sins and go back to Godhead. This is the real reason that scriptures emphatically instruct, and main instruction is to accept a genuine spiritual master. Adau Gurvasrayam, that is Vedanta, very first instruction. Very first instruction of Vedanta is Adau Gurvasrayam. One must take shelter initiation at the lotus feet of a pure devotee guru. That is a first step of spirituality. Of course, guru gives exams. He don't give initiation to anyone, everyone. Guru is not interested in making so many disciples. That's why many people don't come to me. Why? Because I don't give initiation so easy. Guru is not hungry for disciples. I remember this, 1983, I came to Washington and I gave a lecture there. There was one Pavan Saharan, one guy, PhD, he was doing PhD here, and he heard my lecture among the crowd. He came up to me after my lecture and asked me how he could become my disciple. I said, I don't initiate right now, but I live in San Francisco. I'm visiting here for a few days. And he took me address of San Francisco temple. He went there. I told him my tour, it will last 20 days. And he went there and immediately he was initiated by ISKCON Guru. He came to me in India, cried so hard like a woman. His name, they gave him, I think, was Purushottam Das. He cried to me like a woman. I said, I will not give you initiation. No. So, those who are hungry to make disciples, and they don't care if disciple goes to hell or heaven, because they themselves not know that they will go to hell or heaven, is not the way spiritual life works. So, one should be cautious. Looking like a devotee is not sufficient to go back to Godhead. One should be a devotee inside out. Then spiritual life works on the person. Thank you.
Thank you, Swamiji.